meeting today. That's why I gave them up. I could just picture what my life was going to look like with them in it in the future at that moment, and I didn't like what I saw. My mother called me to berate me, and my father was mostly silent and crying. I told my mother that she was lucky to have a husband like my father, and she didn't understand 1% of what I was going through. She told me to take my children back and give them to her as she would raise them. She didn't want to part with her grandkids. I asked her what was the big deal since men do this all the time and leave their wives and children to be cared for by his in-laws. I told her I'm not going to be one of them. We started arguing, and I screamed at her that she was getting old, and in no way was I dumping 2 children on her lap like my aunt did to my grandmother and hung up before she could get a word in. Right now, as I'm in my hotel room, my heart feels empty, and I feel a distant sense of guilt, but overall like a weight was lifted off my shoulders.